Farbrainy Boost presents 9 situations where it's better to stay silent. Have you ever said something that you later regretted saying? It's safe to say that we've all had similar experiences, and while being able to articulate your ideas clearly is a useful skill, there are situations in which it is better to remain silent. Identifying these situations can help you respect others, keep your trust, and prevent needless confrontations. These are 9 scenarios where it's preferable to remain silent. First, when feelings are strong. It's usually preferable to keep quiet when experiencing strong emotions like rage, frustration, or other similar ones. We become less logical and more reactive when we are overcome by strong emotions. We lose our filter and are more prone to say things we'll come to regret. You can avoid making irreversible statements by remaining silent. Once hurtful words are said, they cannot be completely undone by an apology. During difficult times, your relationships are shielded by silence. It allows you time to gather your feelings before letting them out. You can avoid destroying relationships by biting your tongue. This does not imply repressing emotions, but rather waiting for the appropriate moment and setting to have a civil conversation about them. Rather than speaking without thinking, allow the height of emotion to subside. Number 2. When information or facts are lacking. Generally speaking, it's best to remain silent when you don't know enough about a subject. Speaking up when you don't have all the facts can lead to the spread of false information and give you the appearance of ignorance. You can continue to learn and listen by being silent before you make a decision. These could be discussions that are intellectually stimulating, but you are not familiar with the subject matter, questions you are not sure how to answer, or circumstances in which you have not gathered all the necessary information. It's true what they say. It's better to stay silent and be taken for a fool than to speak up and clear the air. Speaking without knowledge frequently backfires. If you don't know anything, it's better to keep quiet, pay attention, and pick things up. Then, if suitable, make a thoughtful contribution later. Number 3. When something you say would harm someone. It is rarely beneficial to launch damaging character assassinations or speak ill of others. Not only does it harm the other person, but it also damages your reputation and relationships because people find it difficult to trust someone who speaks poorly of others. There are proper methods for handling problems or offering criticism. However, reflexively releasing frustration isn't one of them, because it frequently veers into rudeness and causes resentment on both sides. While there may be times when being honest is required, it's important to think about the possible advantages or disadvantages of the words you choose to use. Tip number 4. How to take constructive feedback. It's normal to feel the need to defend yourself or explain your actions when someone gives you criticism or unfavorable comments. But responding with a response usually makes things worse rather than fostering a constructive dialogue. Silence in these situations lets you take in the criticism without getting defensive. You should reply only after the other person has finished speaking. Before responding, pause to consider what they said, and if there are any questions you would like to ask further, do so. Stillness in the face of criticism fully necessitates emotional intelligence and self-control. It exhibits maturity and dedication to development. Silence by itself doesn't solve the problems, but it does open the door for deliberate and fruitful discussion. Tip number 5. Dealing with legal matters. It is generally advisable to use your right to silence when speaking with any legal authority. Even if you are innocent, anything you say could be used against you. Exaggerated claims may be made by law enforcement officials to coerce you into confessing or providing an incriminating statement. You can avoid inadvertently implicating yourself or others by keeping quiet. Therefore, don't feel pressured to explain yourself or speak up right away. If you wait to speak with a lawyer, you stand to gain nothing. Chapter 6. When you're adhering to your principles. Sometimes decisions must be made unilaterally. When addressing a disobedient child or introducing a new policy at work, having an open-ended conversation can cause confusion and diminish your authority. Instead of going round in circles after you've carefully thought through the options and made your decision, briefly explain your position. Be unapologetic in stating that the decision is final. Once you've made your decision, remaining silent indicates that you've decided on the issue. Section 7. When your views are unimportant. Our viewpoints are continuously shaped by the new knowledge and experiences we acquire as we advance in life and our careers. However, you must acknowledge that not everybody will hold those same opinions. There will be numerous instances in which the audience does not find your experiences, opinions, or background relevant to the subject at hand. For instance, joining a team or project that is already underway implies that the culture and method of operation already exist. It rarely works well to voice opinions out of the blue before fully comprehending the situation. The same holds true for offering ideas to enhance something without having first-hand experience. Putting listening first will give you more credibility, even if your intentions are good. There are moments when we feel obliged to voice our opinion merely to be heard. However, it is wise to know when adding your voice won't advance the conversation or add anything significant. Now is the time to be silent and pay close attention. You can develop knowledge and understanding while connecting more authentically with others thanks to it. Guideline 8. Maintaining confidentiality. Remain silent out of respect for someone's privacy and discretion if they have entrusted you with their personal information or a secret. There are moral, ethical, and occasionally legal